What's up, you guys? This is Rob from Guy Plays, and today on the Daily Grind, we are back with another installment of Rob Reads You Shit that you probably don't want to read yourself. Now, as you can see, we are back in Warframe with Melee Changes Phase 1. DE Rebecca just posted this a little while ago, and we did get a sneak peek of it through the partner Discord the other day, so I'm really excited to cover some of the things that we've been chatting about. And I'm gonna be honest with you, before we get started, I'm really curious to see how many of you guys are nervous about this, because from everything that I've seen so far, it seems really good. I know that there are some people talking about like some key binding issues or whatnot, or you know, maybe they're not used to this, but it looks like it's gonna be fun. Regardless, let's go ahead and jump on in. Warframe and change go together like Anaros and Vitality. Without change in Warframe, we'd still have stamina bars, Necros would still have to hit 3 every time he wanted to desecrate, and bullet jumping wouldn't exist. Oh my god, throwback to the veterans, Miss Rebecca, cheers to you. Without change, Warframe Melee would consist of only quick attacks. Melee changes are coming and they'll be rolling out in phases. Starting with this Phase 1 overview, we hope to give you some insight as to what you can expect coming down the road, starting with the following goals. Number 1, uninterrupted combat. Firearm to equipped melee and vice versa states are instant. Bonus 1.8 combo resume. Combo resume? What do you mean combo resume? Like we gonna shoot and then we can go back into the combo? Okay, we gonna talk about this. That sounds kind of nice. Ground slams are more controllable, cleaner and simpler. Thank God, because Anthem's ground slams not on point. We gonna have to talk with them. Visual FX 2019 style. I've seen the visual effects. They look fucking fantastic. Keybinds, we know all about that. Change and methodology. So let's go ahead and jump into uninterrupted combat. Our original Sword Alone Melee update inspirations came from a lot of one player versus one enemy materials, which over the years has not kept up with Warframe's combat pace. To benefit from blocking, combos, channeling, and more, you had to hold a key and lock yourself into a melee mode entirely. This had huge appeal in 2014 because everything was new, but now it's time to bring back fast and distinctively Warframe combat. With the instant firearm to equipped melee and vice versa states, you can immediately engage all things in melee. Engage in all things melee. Combos, blocking, and more. No more interruptions between firearm and melee. Cheers to that. Then let's jump into combo, interrupt, and resume. When interrupting a melee combo with gunfire, dodging, or bullet jumping, or any parkour, your next melee attack will resume the combo where it left off within a window. This simply means that taking a brief and tactical actions between combo executions is now a valid strategy. Nice. Combo resuming is something we are trying for Phase 1, at least as a prototype. So this is not necessarily 100% sure. This is the most subject to too volatile to ship in Phase 1, so we'll keep you posted. Moving along, we have ground slams. Aerial dominance is a key part of Warframe. You have full freedom to not only weave in and out of combat on the ground, but bullet jumping and aim gliding from above is one of the Warframe's most lethal advantages. Current ground slams instantly interrupt all momentum, direction, and cancel any aiming to slam you down right where you are. We're going to make melee ground slams aimed and as a result more controllable. Yes, you will be able to use your aerial advantage to aim and then target the ground slam to more tactical end results. It's always good because sometimes you want to knock down certain key enemies so you can get ground finishers on them. So it's really, really good. So you can see their old system with a little Excalibur drawing, and then you'll be able to kind of direct where your new ground slam is before. Now, FX in 2019. This, y'all, nobody can say nothing about Warframe's art team. Warframe's art team is absolutely sickening, so let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Our FX art team will be updating all things Melee FX. I expect a beautifully redone FX pass at this change in Phase 1. Our FX team says we are replacing all Melee FX with the new clean basic ones. You can see what that looks like here. So let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. So this is the one. Okay. I mean, I don't. Okay, they slowed it. Thank you for slowing it down so we could see it a little bit better. All right. And let's take a look at the melee. Ooh. One more time. Ooh. Is it just really a color change? I think I'm gonna have to see it in game. I think I'm gonna have to see it in game to really appreciate it. We're getting some extra particles. I'm seeing a little electricity in there. It's pretty. It's pretty. All right. Because this is phase 1, it means all of the unique weapons will now have generic FX for a while, jack, tag, etc., until we can get through all of them and make new clean variants. New and cleaner FX have been created with the idea of beautifully short, highly detailed lifespans, not infinite, meaning the constant weapon trail option will be removed as a result of this change, at least for phase 1. Yes! I hated constant weapon trail. I had constant weapon trail turned off, so I'm glad you've come over to my side of the fence. Moving along, key bindings. Things are changing. This may lead to key bindings from our old melee system becoming obsolete. Notable keybind changes. Blocking with a melee weapon is no longer keybound. It's automatic when facing enemies who are dealing damage to you in melee mode. Your reticule determines all. That I'm super duper happy about because that makes certain skills more viable. Like if you guys know Saren's, what is it? Contagion? Oh my god, what is it called? Toxic Lash. That's how you know I'm old. I still call it Contagion and I can't remember the new name. It provides a boost in your blockingness. There you go, because those are words. So it's nice to kind of have that incorporated in. It's awesome. All right, channeling is now a toggle set to your alt fire button when in melee mode. Your F button will now exclusively swap between primary and secondary weapons with a tap. Your left mouse is gunfire, always instantly. Your right mouse button is now aim, always instantly. So that's always nice. I don't know about the rest of you guys, if you guys have any unique keybinds or anything that are gonna prevent you guys from this. Me, this feels totally fine. The question is, what are they doing to channeling to make it any different from what channeling is now? Because they promised us some sort of Hellblade mode, so I'm waiting to see exactly what they're bringing with that. Options, we are adding a toggle to preserve one aspect of the older melee system. You will be able to toggle an option allowing you to continue melee attacks with the left mouse button once in melee mode. I don't know what that means, but we'll see what happens when it happens. Change and change methodology. We've been discussing melee over the course of many dev streams, at one point planning to release it one weapon class at a time. This is no longer a This is no longer a wise case for any practical development to be made, so instead we're releasing in phases. Instead of doing all of the changes to one weapon, we are doing smaller phases of changes to all weapons. Okay, smaller phases of changes to all weapons. No longer one weapon type, but smaller ones to everything. Okay, interesting. That way you'll be able to experience batches of changes across all weapons. What is good for a dagger may not be good for a hammer, and each phase rolls out, you'll be able to compare and contrast. We cannot make innovative change when trying to preserve the status quo from 2014. This means that more broadly is that melee habits will change. Not just key bindings are just a facet of the current combat systems. However, we are confident that changes being made will increase the fluidity of melee combat and that new, smoother feeling will outweigh the old, clunkier need for key bindings. We cannot upgrade the melee system to 3.0 without refactoring what exists. Additional information. Updated reticules. Melee mode has received its own reticule. Arc wing and arc melee and arc gun now use the instant swap behavior. Okay, dual wield, i.e. glaive, and single secondary is still supported. Exalted weapons will also benefit from the uninterrupted swaps. AI hit reacts are getting updated. Enemies will have more visual, realistic response to the various hits you dish out, looking something like this. Take a look at that real quick. I don't know if you guys, is this something that you guys notice? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's definitely not something that I always pay that much attention to. But you know, there are some people out there that might really feel like this is an important thing. Me personally, I'm like, they're dead. I kill everything very quickly, so I don't usually, the enemies don't get a time to react to me slicing them into little bits. But some people might matter to. Conclusion, we don't want to repeat 2018's melee discussion where we show go dark and the year passes. We'll live through evolution in phases together and adjust the sails along the way. We are confident the change is needed and we've started charting the course. We'll let you know when release week comes for PC. Once we've made progress, we'll start writing about Phase 2, which will talk about all things mods and channeling. We are not touching any of your upgrades or gear until you've been able to try out Phase 1. So again, they're not going to touch mods, they're not going to touch gear until Phase 1 is completed, or like given the thumbs up by the community. I don't know, this is not a thumbs up, this is a thumbs up. That's what that is. It feels incredibly refreshing to play missions on the dev build with Phase 1 so far. We hope you enjoy a new spark of action coming to your arsenal soon. P.S. We're going live in 45 minutes from now on twitch.tv/Warframe to read this with you and demo it. If you want to see your favorite frame/melee demoed, reply here with details. So they are going to be going live with this. I'll actually be watching it and tweeting out anything that I see about it. If there's any additional information that I really feel needs to be covered, I'll go ahead and leave it in a pinned comment below. If not, if it's so drastically different, I'll actually go ahead and like cover it in a separate video if that's the case. Regardless, I'm very, very excited about this. I actually think that this is going to be a good change. I know that some people are a little bit hesitant, but me personally, I think that I'm really excited for it. I'm really, really, really excited for it because I think that it's like the weapon swapping is a little bit of a burden. But what I will do before we leave is I wanted to go ahead and share this with y'all because as y'all know, I've been covering a good bit of Anthem recently, and some people are mad. But as you can see here, Warframe ain't mad. Congrats on the launch of Anthem game, BioWare. We'll see you in game. #lift together. Isn't that cute? And I'm gonna leave it with you guys this way. We ain't gonna lift together here. We gonna lift stronger together. Oh, you see that? Because Anthem is stronger together, and then Warframe is lift together, so we gonna lift stronger together, baby. And to celebrate this, in the next Anthem video that I launch, which could be today, could be tomorrow, we'll see what happens. I'll actually be putting out glyph codes there for you guys somewhere in the video. It won't be in the description, it won't be in the comments. Y'all are gonna have to watch the video to see all of that. Regardless, that about does it for me for now. I'm gonna go and watch this live stream, dev stream thing going on, and I'll report back to you guys. But as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and we lift stronger together. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.